Ahoy! I'm Dr. John McGuire, and I'm the director of Opera CNU. We would like to welcome you to tonight's performance of the Pirates of Penzance. We please ask that you turn off your phones, cell phones, pagers, iWatches, Walkmans, anything that would make noise during the show. Please sit back and enjoy the performance.
the God to Frederick's ventures, Frederick's out of his indentures.
20 now he's rising, and alone he's fit to fly, which were bent on signalizing with unusual welcome ride.
Here's the God to Frederick's ventures, Frederick's out of his indentures. For the pirates share his fill, will the pirates pass, and to make extraordinary land the pirate of the past.
Yes, Frederick, from today you rank as a full-blown member of our band.
My friends, I thank you all from my heart for your kindly wishes. Would I could repay them, as they too deserve it.
What do you mean?
Well, today I am out of my indentures, and today I leave you forever.
Well, this is quite unaccountable. A keener hand at scuttling a canard or cutting out a white star never shipped a handspike.
Ah! It's true I've done my best for you. And why? It was my duty under my indentures, and I am the slave of duty. As a child, I was regularly apprenticed to your band. It was through an error. No matter. The mistake was ours, not yours, and I was in honor bound by it. An error? What error? I may not tell you. It would reflect upon my well-loved Ruth.
Nay, dear master, my mind has long been gnawed by the cankering tooth of mystery. Better have it out at once. When Frederick was a little lad, he grew so brave and daring. His father thought he'd apprentice him to some caressy fairy. I was, alas, his nursery maid, and so it fell to my lot to take and bind the promising boy, apprentice to a pilot. A life not bad for a haunting man, surely not a high lot. Though I'm a nurse, you might do worse than make your boy a pilot. I was a stupid nursery maid on blinkers, always steering, and I did not catch the word aright through being hard of hearing, mistaking my instructions, which within my brain did gyrate. I took and bound the promising boy, apprentice to a pirate. A sad mistake was to make and doom him to a pilot. I bound him to a pirate, instead of to a pilot. I soon found out beyond all doubt the scope of this disaster. But I hadn't the face to return to my place and break it to my master. A nursery maid is not afraid of what you people call work. So I made up my mind to go as a kind of practical maid of all work. And that is how you find me now, a member of your shy lot, which you wouldn't have found had he been bound. Apprentice to a pilot. Pardon, Frederick, pardon.
Rise, sweet one. I have long pardoned you.
The two words were so much alike.
They were. They still are, though years have rolled over their heads. But this afternoon my obligation ceases. Individually, I love you with affection unspeakable. But collectively, I look upon you with a disgust that amounts to absolute detestation. Oh, pity me, my beloved friends, for such is my sense of duty that once out of my indentures, I shall find myself bound to myself heart and soul to your extermination.
Poor lad! Poor lad!
Well, Frederick, if you conscientiously believe that it is your duty to destroy us, we cannot blame you for acting on that conviction. Always act in accordance with the dictates of your conscience, my boy, and chance the consequences.
Besides, we can offer you but little temptation to remain with us. We don't seem to make piracy pay. I'm not sure why, but we don't.
I know why, but alas, I mustn't tell you, it wouldn't be right.
Speak out, my boy, it's only... get that out. 11:30. And you are one of us until the clock strikes 12.
Ah, true. And until then, you are bound to protect our interests.
Yeah.
Well then, it is my duty as a pirate to tell you that you are too tender-hearted. For instance, you make a point of never attacking a weaker party than yourselves, and when you attack a stronger party, you invariably get thrashed.
There is some truth in that.
Then again, you make a point of never attacking an orphan.
Of course! We are orphans and know what it is.
Yes, but it has got about. And what is the consequence? Everyone we capture says he's an orphan. The last 3 ships we took proved to be manned entirely by orphans. One would think Great Britain's mercantile navy was recruited solely from her orphans. Which we know is not the case.
No, but hang it all! You wouldn't have us absolutely merciless.
There's my difficulty. Until 12 o'clock, I would. After 12, I wouldn't. Has ever man been placed in so delicate a situation?
And Ruth, your own Ruth, whom you love so well, who has won her middle-aged way into your boyish heart. What is to become of her?
Oh, he will take you with him.
Yeah!
I have some little difficulty about you. You're very dear to me, as you know, but I've been constantly at sea since I was 8 years old, and yours is the only woman's face I've seen during that time. I think it is a sweet face.
It is? Oh, it is.
I said, I think it is. That is my impression. As I've never had the opportunity of comparing you with other women, it is possible that I may be mistaken.
True.
What a terrible thing it would be to marry this innocent person and find that she is on the whole plain.
Oh, Ruth is very... very well. Indeed.
Yes, there are remains of a fine woman about Ruth.
You really think so?
I do.
Then I will not be so selfish to take her. In justice for her, and in consideration for you, I will leave her behind.
Oh, no, Frederick! This cannot be. We are rough men. Rough! Who need a rough life. Rough, rough! But we are not so utterly heartless as to deprive thee of thy love. I think I speak for everyone here when I say that there is not one who would rob thee of this inestimable treasure. For all the world holds dear. Not one! No, I didn't think there was. Keep thy love, Frederick. Keep thy love.
You're very good, I'm sure.
Well, Frederick, it's the top of the tide and we must be off. When your process of extermination begins, let our deaths be as swift and painless as you can conveniently make them.
Now,
I will. By the love I have for you, I swear it. Would you could render this extermination unnecessary by accompanying me back to civilization?
No, Frederick, this cannot be. I do not think much of our profession. But, contrasted with respectability, it is comparatively honest. No, Frederick, I shall live and die a pirate king! Oh, better far to live and die under the brave black flag I fly. They play a sanctimonious part, the pirate's head in a pirate pot. Oh, why to cheating world go you? Well, pirates all are well to me, but I'll be true to the song I sing and live and die a pirate king. For I am a pirate king, and it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. But I am a pirate king.
You are the rock of the pirate king.
And it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king.
It is the rock of the pirate king, the rock of the pirate king.
When I sally forth to seek my prey, I help myself in a royal way. I sink a few more ships, it's true, than a well-bred monarch ought to do. But many a king on a first-class throne, if he wants to call his crown his own, must manage somehow to get through more dirty work than e'er I do. For I am a pirate king, and it is a glorious thing to be a pirate king. But I am a pirate king.
You are the rock of the pirate king.
It is a glorious thing to be a pirate king.
It is the rock of the pirate king, the rock of the pirate king.
Do not leave me. I cannot live if I am left behind.
Ruth, I will be quite candid with you. You are very dear to me, but I must be circumspect. You are considerably older than I, and a lad of 21 often looks for a wife of 17.
A wife of 17. You will find me a wife of 1,000.
No, but I shall find you a wife of 47, and that is quite enough. Ruth, tell me candidly, and without reserve, compared with other women, how are you?
Well, I will answer truthfully, dear master. I have a slight cold, but otherwise I'm quite well.
I'm sorry about your cold, but I was referring rather to your person appearance. Compared with other women, are you beautiful?
I have been told so, dear master.
Yes, but lately.
Oh, no. Years and years ago.
What do you think of yourself?
Well, it's a delicate question to answer, but I think I am a fine woman.
And that is your candid opinion.
I would be deceiving you if I told you otherwise.
Thank you. I believe you. For I'm sure you would not practice upon my inexperience. I wish to do the right thing, and if, I say if, you truly are a fine woman, your age will be no obstacle to our union. Hark! Surely I hear voices. Who is venturing to approach our near but inaccessible land? Could it be Custom House? No, it doesn't sound like Custom House.
Confusion! It's the voices of young girls! If he should see them, then I am lost!
By all that's marvelous, a bevy of beautiful maidens.
Lost! Lost! Lost!
How lovely, how surpassingly lovely is the plainest of them. What grace, what delicacy, what refinement. And Ruth told me she was beautiful. Oh, false one, you have deceived me.
I have deceived you.
Yes, deceived me. You told me you were fair as gold.
And master, am I not so?
And now I see you're plain and old.
I'm sure I'm not a Johnson.
Upon my innocent you play.
I'm not the one to bronze.
Your face is lined, your hair is gray.
It's gradually gossip.
Faith, this woman true, deceive me, I would trust it so.
Master, master, do not leave me here, ere you go.
Faith, this woman,
Master, master,
faith, this woman,
master, master, do not leave me, do not leave me,
I
here,
promise it so. Faith, this woman, do not leave me, I trust it so.
My love without reflecting, oh, do not be rejecting. Take a maiden tender, her affection raw and green. At very highest rate has been accumulating. Summer 17, summer 17.
Yes, your
Father, master, praise without disaster. What is such a dower, the dower I have here? My love on a maid has been accumulating 37 years.
47 years.
37 years.
Faith, this woman to deceive me, I trust it so.
Master, master, do not see me.
I What shall I do before these gentle maidens? I dare not show myself in so long in costume. No, no, I must remain in close concealment until I can appear in decent clothing.
Climbing over rocky mountains, skipping rivulet and fountain, passing where the willows wave. case may any day be yours, my dear, or mine. Let her make her hay while the sun doth shine. Let us compromise, our hearts are not of leather. Let us shut our eyes and talk about the weather. Yes, yes, let's talk about the weather. How beautifully blue the sky, the glass is rising very high. Continue fine, I hope it's day, and yet it's rain, but yesterday, tomorrow is may pour again. I hear the country wants some rain, yet people say I know not why that we shall have a warm July. Tomorrow is may pour again. I hear the country wants some rain. People say I know not why that we shall have a warm July. Tomorrow is may pour again. I hear the country
that is mathematical. I understand equations both as simple and quadratical. About binomial theorem, I'm teeming with a lot of news. Yes, with many trivial facts about the square of the hypotenuse.
With many trivial facts about the square of the hypotenuse. With many trivial facts about the square of the hypotenuse. With many trivial facts about the square of the hypotenuse.
I'm very good at integral and differential calculus. I know the scientific names of beings and animalculus. But short and that is vegetable, animal, and mineral. I am the very model of a modern major general.
In short and that is vegetable, animal, and mineral. He is the very model of a modern major general.
I know our mythic history, King Arthur and Sir Caradox. I answer Holocrostics, I have a pretty taste for paradox. I quote in elegiacs all the crimes of Heliogabalus. In conics I can quote the peculiarities of Parabolus. I can tell them down with Raphael's and Jared Alphabet's. I know the croaking chorus of the frogs and Aristophanes, and I can hum a fugue of which I've heard the music's dinner for. Oh no. Got it! And whistle all the airs of that infernal nonsense pinafore!
Whistle all the airs of that infernal nonsense pinafore! Whistle all the airs of that infernal nonsense pinafore! Whistle all the airs of that infernal nonsense pinafore!
Then I can write a washing bill in Babylonic uniform and tell you every detail of Caractacus' history. Short and that is vegetable, animal, and mineral. I am the very model of a modern major general.
In short and that is vegetable, animal, and mineral. He is the very model of a modern major general.
In fact, when I know what is meant by mamelon and ravelin, when I can tell at sight a Mauser rifle from a javelin, when such affairs as sorties and surprises I'm aware yet, and when I know precisely what is meant by commissariat, when I have learnt what progress has been made in modern gunnery, when I know more of tactics than a novice in a nunnery, in short, when I'm a smattering of elemental strategy.
Voice.
Oh, thank you! You'll say a better Major General has never rode a horse! Right. You'll say a better Major General has never sat at you!
Say a better major general has never sat at you. Say a better major general has never sat at you. Say a better major general has never sat at you.
For my military knowledge, though I'm lucky and adventuring, has only been for time at the beginning of the century. But short and that is vegetable, and will it rule of a modern major general.
He is the very model of a modern major general.
To marry a daughter.
Dear me.
Against the rules, Papa! Against the rules!
But you mustn't do that. May I ask, this is an interesting uniform, but I'm not familiar with it. What are you?
We are all single gentlemen.
Yes, I gathered that. Anything else?
Nope, nothing else.
Papa, don't believe them. They are pirates. The famous pirates of...
The pirates of... I
This gentleman, who was a pirate once, but who is out of his indentures today, and who means to live a blameless life evermore.
But wait a bit. I object to pirates as sons-in-law.
Well, we object to major generals as fathers-in-law. Yeah. But we waive that point. We're not present. We look over it.
An idea. And do you mean to say that you would deliberately rob me of these, the sole remaining crops of my old age, and leave me to go through the remainder of my life unfriended, unprotected, and alone?
Well, yes, that's the idea.
Tell me, have you ever known what it is to be an orphan?
Dash it all!
Here we go!
quite understand me. I ask, have you ever known what it is to be an orphan, and you say orphan? As I understand you, you are merely repeating the word orphan to show that you understand me.
I didn't repeat the word orphan.
Oh, pardon me, you did indeed.
I only repeated it once.
True, but you repeated it.
But not often!
Stop! I think I can see where we are getting confused. When you said orphan, did you mean a person who has lost his parents? Or orphan frequently?
I see what you mean. I beg pardon. Frequently.
Ah, you said orphan frequently.
No, only once.
Exactly. You said orphan frequently only once. O man of dark and dismal fate, forego your cruel employ. Have pity on my lowly state. I am an orphan boy.
An orphan boy.
An orphan boy.
How sad an orphan boy.
These children whom you see are all that I can call my own.
Poor fellow.
Take them away from me, and I shall be indeed alone.
Poor fellow.
If pity you can feel, leave me my soul, remaining joy. See, at your feet they kneel, your hearts you cannot steal, against the sad, sad tale of a lone orphan boy.
Poor fellow. See, at our feet they kneel, our hearts we cannot steal, against the sad, sad tale of a lonely orphan boy.
The orphan boy, the orphan boy. See, at our feet they kneel, our hearts we cannot steal, against the tale of the lonely orphan boy.
I'm telling a terrible story, but it doesn't diminish my glory, for they would have taken my daughters over the billowy waters if I hadn't an elegant diction, indulged in an innocent fiction, which is not in the same category as telling a regular terrible story.
He's telling a terrible story, shall die and finish his glory. Cause they would have taken his daughters over the billowy waters. It is easy in elegant diction to call it an innocent fiction, but it comes in the same category as telling a regular terrible story. It's easy in elegant diction to call it an innocent fiction, but it comes in the same category as telling a regular story.
Although our dark career sometimes involves the crime of stealing, we rather think that we're not altogether void of feeling. Although we live by strife, we're always sorry to begin it. For what we ask is life without a touch of poetry in it.
Flowing fount of
elect you.
For he is an orphan boy.
He is the roughly orphan boy.
And it is a useful thing to be an orphan boy.
It is the roughly orphan boy, the roughly orphan boy. Oh, happy day with joyous glee, they will away and merry be. Oh, happy day with joyous glee, they will away and merry be. Should we fall auspiciously, our sisters all the bright and he? Should we fall auspiciously,
try, dear lady. But why does he sit night after night in this draughty old room?
Why do I sit here? To escape the pirate's clutches. I described myself as an orphan, and heaven help me, I am no orphan. I came here to humble myself before the tombs of my ancestors and to implore their pardon for having brought dishonor on the family escutcheon.
But you forget, sir. You only bought the property a year ago, and the stucco on your baronial castle is scarcely dry.
Frederick, in this chapel our ancestors, you cannot deny that. With the estate, I purchased the chapel and its contents. I don't know whose ancestors they were, but I know whose ancestors they are, and I shudder to think that their descendant by purchase, if I may so describe myself, would have brought dishonor upon what I have no doubt was an unstained escutcheon.
Be comforted. Had you not acted as you did, that group of reckless men would have assuredly called in the nearest clergyman and married your large family on the spot.
I thank you for your proffered solace, but it is unavailing. I assure you, Frederick, that such is the anguish and remorse I feel at the abominable falsehood by which I escaped these easily deluded pirates, that I would go to their simple-minded chief this very night and confess all. Did I not fear that the consequences would be most disastrous to myself? At what time does your expedition march against these scoundrels?
At 11. And before midnight, I hope to atone for my involuntary association with these pestilent scourges by sweeping them from the face of the earth. And then, dear Mabel, you will be mine.
Are your devoted followers at hand?
They are. They only wait my order.
Then, Frederick, let your escort lion-hearted be summoned to receive a general's blessing ere they depart upon their dread adventure.
Dear sir, they come.
Go to glory and the
risks that all is present, and a preference a land to our chance of coming back. Still, perhaps it would be wise not to carp or criticize, for it's very evident these attentions are well meant.
Yes, it's very evident, these attentions are well meant. Evident, yes, well meant. Evident, ah, yes, well meant.
Young Frederick, your late commander.
And I, your little Ruth.
Oh, man intruders, how dare you face me? No, not a rash one, that I have doomed you to extermination.
Have mercy on us. Hear us say you slaughter.
I do not think I ought to listen to you. What mercy should alloy our stern resentment? And so I will be merciful. Say on.
When you had left our pirate fold, we tried to raise our spirits great, according to our customs, all with quips and quibbles quaint. But all in vain the quips we heard, we lay in soaked upon the rocks, until to somebody occurred a startling paradox. A paradox, a most incurious paradox, with quips and quibbles heard in flocks, but left to meet this paradox.
A paradox, and most ingenious paradox.
Remove your taste for curious quips, for cranks and contradictions queer, and with the laughter on our lips, we wished you there to hear. We said if we could tell it him, how Frederick would the Duke enjoy, and so we risked for life and then to tell it to our boy.
That paradox.
The paradox. This ingenious paradox. But now to meet this paradox.
A paradox, a most ingenious paradox. A paradox.
For some ridiculous reason, to which, however, I've no desire to be disloyal, some person in authority, I don't know who, very likely the astronomer royal, has decided that although for such a beastly month as February, 28 days as a rule are plenty, 1 year in every 4 his days shall be reckoned as 9 and 20. Through some singular coincidence, I shouldn't be surprised if it were owing to the agency of an ill-natured fairy. You are the victim of this clumsy arrangement, having been born in leap year on the 29th of February. And so, through a simple arithmetical process, you will easily discover that though you've lived 21 years, yet, if we go by birthdays, you're only 5. And a little bit over.
And see, yes, yours my figures do agree. How quick to raise a paradox of common sense she gaily mocks. When counting in the usual way is 21, I've been astride. Yet reckoning by my natal day, 1, 2, 3, 4. I am a little boy of 5.
It is a little boy of 5. A paradox, a most ingenious paradox.
A curious paradox. Upon my word, this is most curious, most absurdly whimsical. 5 1/4. No one would think it to look at me.
You are glad now. You'll be found that you spared us. You would have never forgiven yourself if you killed 2 of your comrades.
My comrades.
I'm afraid you don't appreciate the delicacy of your position. You were apprenticed to us.
Until I reach my 21st year.
No, until you reached your 21st birthday. And going by birthdays, you are as yet only 5 1/4.
Well, you don't mean to hold me to that.
No, we merely remind you of the fact and leave the rest to your sense of duty.
Your duty!
Well, don't put it on that footing. As I was merciful to you now, be merciful to me. I implore you not to insist upon the letter of your bond, just as the cup of happiness is at my lips.
We insist on nothing. We content ourselves on pointing out to you your duty.
Your duty?
Well, you have appealed to my sense of duty, and my duty is all too clear. I abhor your infamous calling. I shudder at the thought that I have ever been mixed up with it. But duty is above all, and at any price, I shall do my duty.
Bravely spoken. Come, you are one of us once more.
Lead on. I follow.
Ah!
Oh, horror.
What is the matter?
Ought I to tell you?
No, I mustn't.
But is one of your best.
Speak out! I charge you by that sense of conscientiousness to which we have never yet appealed to. In vain!
General Stanley,
Yes.
the father of my baby,
Yes.
escaped on the plea that he was an orphan.
You had to say it.
He did!
It breaks my heart to betray the honored father of the girl I adore, but as your apprentice, I have no other alternative. It is my duty to tell you
Yes.
that General Stanley
Yes.
is now orphan!
What?
More than that, he never was one.
You dare to say that in order to save his contemptible life, he dared to practice on our credulous simplicity? Our death, our revenge shall be quick and terrible. We shall go and attack Turnout Castle this very night.
No, but stay.
Not a word! He is doomed! Away, away, my heart's on fire.
I burned the space deception to the way. This very night, my engines die. To help itself and go away, away.
Away, away, ere I expire, I find my duty hard to do today. My heart is filled with anguish dire, it strikes me to the going away.
The gods are gathered to witness of our light. The rider held the windows of his light. Our nature's stern is opened with his lies. And in return tonight the traitor dies.
Yes, yes, tonight the traitor dies. Yes, yes, tonight the traitor dies. Tonight he dies.
Go.
They will bring sorrow.
No one to us.
And then they can cherish.
No reward.
Tonight he dies, he's a bird tomorrow. His face like a bicycle bumper in sorrow. But once is more than next to be cherished. And oh, not to one vision shall perish. Away, away, away. Tonight the traitor dies.
Away, away tonight, tonight, tonight. The traitor dies tonight.
All is prepared, your gallant crew awaits you. My Frederick in tears, it cannot be that Lionheart fails at the coming conflict.
No, Mabel, no. A terrible disclosure has just been made. Mabel, my dearly loved one, I bound myself to serve the pirate captain until I reach my 120th birthday.
But you are 21.
I've just discovered that I was born in the leap year, and that birthday will not be reached by me till 1940.
Oh, horrible catastrophe appalling.
And so farewell.
Oh, Frederick, hear me.
That is not a pleasant way of putting it.
He will not so lead you, for he's allied himself once more with his own associates.
He has acted shamefully.
You speak falsely. You know nothing of it. He has acted nobly.
He has acted nobly.
Dearly as I loved him before, his heroic sacrifice to a sense of duty has endeared him to me tenfold. But if it was his duty to constitute himself my foe, it is likewise my duty to regard him in that light. He has done his duty. I will do mine. Go ye and do yours.
Righto.
This is perplexing.
We cannot understand it at all.
Still, as is actuated by a sense of duty,
That makes a difference, of course, and at the same time, we repeat, we cannot understand it at all.
no matter. Our course is clear. We must do our best to capture these pirates alive. It is most distressing to us to be the agents whereby our erring fellow creatures are deprived of that liberty which is so dear to us all. But we should have thought of that before we joined the force.
We should.
It is too late now.
It is.
When a felon's not engaged in his employment, or maturing his felonious little plans, his capacity for innocent enjoyment, is just as great as any honest man. Our feelings we with difficulty smother, when constabulary duties to be done. I'll take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot is not an happy one. When constabulary duties to be done, a policeman's lot is not an happy one. When the enterprising burglar's not of a burgling, when the cutthroat isn't occupied in crime, he loves to hear the little brook a-gurgling, and listen to the merry village chime. When the coster's finished jumping on his mother, he loves to lie a-basking in the sun. I'll take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot is not an happy one. When constabulary duties to be done, a policeman's lot is not an happy one.
Seek a penalty. 50-fold, they seek a penalty. 50-fold for General Stanley's story.
They come in force with stealthy stride. Our obvious course is now to hide.
With cat-like tread, upon our prey we steal, in silence tread, a cautious way we feel.
Yes, yes, the Major General comes.
Yes, yes, the Major General comes. Tormented with the anguished dread of falsehood unatoned, I lay upon my sleepless bed and tossed and turned and groaned. The man who finds his conscious ache no peace at all enjoys, and as I lay in bed awake, I thought I heard a noise.
He thought he heard a noise.
No, all is still in Dale on Hill. My mind is set at ease. So still the scene, it must have been the sighing of the Sighing softly to the river comes a loving breeze, setting nature all a quiver, rustling through the trees. And the brook in rippling measure laughs for very love, while the poplars in their pleasure wave their arms above.
Yes, the trees of very love wave their leafy arms above. In the river, little river, may thy loving cause forever stand stealing of the trees. May thy wooing happy be, and stealing of the trees. May thy
Yet the breeze is but a robe while he wings away. Brook and poplar mourn a love, sighing well a day.
well a day.
Of the doing and undoing that the road would tell, while the breeze is out of so well.
Shocking tales the road does tell, nobody could lose so well. Lazy brook, thy dream is over, for thy love is but a robe. Sad the lot of poplar trees, courted by a fickle breeze. Sad the lot of poplar trees, courted by yes, where the pirates despair.
Frederick, hear of joy and rapture, summon your men and effect their capture.
Beautiful maiden, I would if I could, but I am not able.
He's telling the truth, he is not able.
We faced a siege, looked upon our feelings. Revenge is sweet, and flavors all our feelings. With courage rare, in resolution manly, both to prepare, unhappy general standing.
Is he to die in shriveled enemy? Oh, spare him! With no one to his cause, a man can be. Oh, spare him!
He
our triumph will not be long-lived.
Don't say your orphans, for we know that game now.
On your allegiance we've a stronger claim.
Right.
We charge you, yield. We charge you, yield. In Queen Victoria's name.
You do?
We do. We charge you, yield. In Queen Victoria's
We yield at once with humble plea, because with all our faults we love our queen.
Yes, yes, with all their faults they love their queen.
Yes, yes, with all their faults they love our queen.
Away with them and place them at the bar.
One moment, let me tell you who they are. They are all members of the common throng. They are all noblemen who have gone wrong. They are all noblemen who have gone wrong.
No Englishman unmoved that statement hears, because with all our faults we love our house of peers. I pray you pardon me, ex-pirate king. Peers will be peers, and youth will have its fling. Resume your ranks and legislative duties, and take my